2024 is just pumping out so many new albums, and today we have another new one. This is Only God Was Above Us by Vampire Weekend. I've heard, I believe, 2 albums by this band. I've heard their debut, the self-titled, and what was the second one called? I think it was called Contra, maybe? Yeah. Contra. I enjoyed both of those. I think the first one was definitely the strongest out of those 2, but yeah, I'm excited to hear this. I think I've heard a couple of the singles. To be honest, I don't really remember what those were sounding like, so most of this is going to be pretty fresh. If you guys want to see this reaction uncut, make sure to go join my Patreon. There's a link in the description to join it down below, and we're going to hop into it. The first track is Ice Cream Piano.
Fuck the world. You said it quiet, cynical. You can't deny it. You don't want to win this war, 'cause you don't
good harmonies.
want peace. All mistakes. We never tried it. You're a soldier.
Good melody here, dude. So good. Keys in there.
The word was weaponized. As soon as
here we go. I like the drum switch ups here. Oh, that bass line?
Dreams are scream piano. A singer who won't sing.
What a guitar tone. What the heck? Great. What the fuck? Okay, what a way to start this album off. I mean, it feels like their old songwriting. Like, it's same melodies, it's the same kind of feel, same chord, or similar chords to what they were doing on their earliest stuff, but it's just kind of packaged in a very distorted and kind of almost abstract way, especially with that ending there, with that crazy guitar tone. Yeah, it was still a banger though. It was still super catchy. I'm intrigued. I do remember the singles feeling like that, like feeling a little bit distorted and definitely a lot more to like just off kilter compared to their older stuff. So I'm not like super surprised by that intro, but yeah, it's just cool to hear the evolution, because I haven't heard any of the albums between this newest one and like their oldest stuff. So I don't know what happened in those intermediary albums, but kind of cool to jump this far ahead and just see where they're at right now. So let's keep going. Classical is next. Guessing this was a single. Oh my god. You know, a lot of these guitar tones so far sound like a lot of the tones on the new Feeble Little Horse record. If you guys haven't heard that record, go check it out. It dropped last year. Kind of like a shoegazy, lo-fi, noisy, indie rock type thing. And it's really good, and a lot of these tones are sounding similar.
Times a piece that pupils couldn't meet your big blues. 400 million animals competing for the zoo. It's such a bleak sunrise. All true, all kind, and all natural.
Oh, I like that. The vibrato there. Good bass line again. That's such a classic Vampire Weekend melody there. So good.
A staircase up to nothingness inside your DNA. Well, that's a bleak.
Good writing here.
I know that wildfire shack shake. Rich burning by the break is clear. Something's gonna change.
The sax. The 1975 wishes their sax inclusions could sound this cool. So, I mean, this melody is just such an earworm. It's just, it feels good too. Bodies break is clear.
Something's gonna change.
Slow us down. Wow, dude, the textures are insane right now. There's so much like hiss and buzz. I don't know. It's really unique sounding so far. But again, it's just combining that with these like classic Vampire Weekend melodies, like that little da 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 da. That like guitar line or synth line, whatever that was. I feel like I've heard that in a bunch of different Vampire Weekend songs, but it's packaged in a new and exciting way here. Such a just hooky earworm feel good melody too. Let's see if that's kind of slow down towards the end there transitions us into something of a similar vibe on this next one. Let's see.
Can't reach the moon now. Can't turn the tide. The world looked different when God was on your side.
Nice verb there. Some like wind chimes or something. Nice kind of lo-fi drums here. Like that snare sound. It's so dirty. Again, these guitar tones are insane. Good panning. Yeah. Just the drums and bass here. Okay, that track had like a great subversion of expectations when it went into the chorus for the second time, I believe. Because the first time it just has some nice sweet instrumentation to that chorus, but then the second time it becomes this cacophonous, really distorted and kind of alien sounding guitar tone. I feel like the track could have benefited from a little bit of like playing with some tempo changes, just like speeding up in certain parts. It just felt a little bit lethargic. So that's kind of my one critique of it, is that I wish it had a bit more life to it in terms of just like, again, some time changes. Nothing even super crazy, just like subtle speed ups and subtle slow down. Rubato, as we call it in the music theory world. Let's keep going. Connect is next. A lot of piano on this album too. Oh yes, come on. These drums are mixed so... They're so warm and like... But like dirty at the same time. And that like upright bass too. Oh, this is like jazzy kind of. What the heck? Like not the chords, but just like the feel of it. Is it strange I can't connect lately? I know once it's lost, it's never found. Yes. Love the vocal mixing there. There's so much happening in this track. Love the groove here. I read the parking rules as Amsterdam on spoon. This one's gonna be my favorite, I think. I can tell. The things we used to see, the sandhogs in the street. Yes. The chickens in her bedroom, walked around to where we met the first time, overwhelmed and I know once it's lost, it's never found. The synths here, dude. This track is insane, dude. There's so many ideas going on here. Where are we going? I love like the kind of vintage warble to this piano. It sounds like I'm listening to it through like an old, super old like radio or something. Bass. Love the delay on those vocals there. Who produced this? It feels something like, it almost feels like Flying Lotus for some reason. This is basically like AJR if they were good, you know? Don't take that the wrong way. That's a compliment. Oh, wait, what was that last note they ended on? Oh yeah, it's the right note, okay. I mean, right note. It's the note I was expecting, okay? Yeah, I said that's basically AJR if they're good, because it kind of is. I mean, there's just so many ideas. It jumps all over the place. It feels kind of like just like a flex of musicianship. I'm a little bit torn on it. I said just like after the first minute of that track, like, yeah, this is going to be my favorite. I can tell. I don't know. It's going to take a couple listens to really decide if I like it or not, because I'm a little bit torn. I don't know if all the ideas come together in a super coherent way. It just feels a little bit... The choices don't feel super meaningful in that track. It just feels like, okay, let's just do this idea right here, then let's just hop into this idea right here. I feel like it's either going to grow on me a lot, or it's going to be one of the tracks that I just don't really connect with. And look at that, it's called Connect. Come on. That's why they pay me the big bucks, baby. It's just something people say. I don't really feel that way as the summer turns to fall. I was tired of waking up. The hits. Love it.
It's just something people say.
I'm kind of torn on that track. I think it's musically, I feel like it's just one of the more lackluster tracks here. Feels a little bit predictable. Just didn't really do much for me. It's not as adventurous or as ambitious as some of the other tracks, and I think they're trying to just put the focus more on the lyrics here, but just musically it didn't do as much for me. So The Surfer is next. Okay, kind of like a hip-hop beat here. You hear that shaker, but there's also like a very subtle and quiet, like it sounds like the lead singer's voice, like he's just talking or something, but it's kind of like matched up to the shaker in a weird way. I like it though, it's grabbing my ear.
Back on the island, water tunnel 3. Cage sending, someone looks like me. A voice without a face. The ocean's churning,
I like that fill there.
cables stay in place. Outside the confines of a super mini store, there's a California key placed directly on the floor. You're born beneath fluorescent lights. You've never seen a starry night. You
Good
say.
chord progression. It's a good chorus. Like songwriting wise, this one feels the most different from what you expect from Vampire Weekend, but it's a lot of cool textures. That chorus had a great little turnaround towards the end. It's not so much hip hop, it's more just like,
Fake fortune teller,
it's got kind of like a trip hop feel.
scandalized by fate.
Nice build here.
Outside the confines of a super mini snake, but you were born beneath fluorescent lights. You've never seen a starry night, you sang.
I love where these piano chords are placed. A real nice sense of just like a laid back groove on this one. That's great. That's one you can kind of just get lost to, just get taken away by kind of just that slow but kind of hypnotizing groove. Great texture work, production just absolutely fantastic. Let's keep going. Gen X Cop. I think this was another single, right? Oh, okay.
Blackened sky and sharpened.
That guitar tone is insane. Like, what a way to start off a track. It's so piercing. It's wild.
Is nowhere we can stay. Dodge the traffic, can't dodge the wall.
You gotta love this classic groove too. The double snare. It's classic.
Trembling before our human nature. It wasn't meant for me. It's your kind of me. You don't have to see. Each generation makes its own apology.
There's a lot of attack on that guitar too. Like each different string he hits or each note that he starts, there's like an audible, at the start of it. It's I love it. It sounds so good.
Welcome back, my oldest friend.
This is a banger. This is so good. Yes. Who's on the keys, bro? Whoever it is, killing it. This guy, Ezra. Is he part of Vampire Weekend? Let's see. Or is he just, yeah, okay. Oh, he's the lead vocalist, okay.
Each generation makes its own apology.
Fantastic. That might be one of the best, actually. Let's keep going. I don't have too much to say about it.
No, in time, you weren't hiding. Deep inside the city, your memory remains. Mary Boone, Mary Boone. Well, I hope you feel like loving someone soon.
We're going trip hop again. This is sick. Oh, the mixing here is fantastic. Holy.
Oh, my love, was it all in vain? We always wanted money, now the money's not the same. Your memory remains. Mary Boone, Mary Boone. I'm on the dark side of your room. Mary Boone.
Really interesting kick sound.
Will I help you feel like loving someone soon?
The violin in there too?
Ghost hours, Russian icons and silent west and east. Let me bring you my masterpiece. Let it sing.
Bringing back that choir that we had earlier. Dude, this is perfection right here. Oh my gosh. That's one of my favorites. I mean, that was fantastic. The contrast between just like that choir there and then going into this trip hoppy beat where those drums sounded so freaking good, dude. Percussion and just the textures and that little woo that he did with his vocals and the I love that rhythm. I love resting on that note and then going to a different chord. It just, there's so many satisfying things about that track. Oh, loved it. Let's keep going. Okay, this is like a classic Vampire Weekend guitar tone right here. Ooh, okay.
I'm leaving at the rising of the moon. I know what lies beneath my.
That was a nice
Cannot wait here any longer.
nice melody line here.
I'm leaving at the rising of the moon.
Oh, that was great.
I know who's buried in Grant's tomb. I wonder if they'll wait a while to clear away my crocodile.
DJ Grant? Shaker in there?
The final moments in the doorway. job once in Penn Station. Tie shop, go tycoon. Every time I shake out, see like a businessman. I'm leaving at the rising of the moon. They always ask me about Pravda. The chef tells you what to choose.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I feel like I'm really actually hearing something special with the production here. This is like, in terms of like rock music that you're gonna hear today, like this is just so expertly done, dude. The atmosphere of that track, the way those guitars intertwine too, like one in each ear. There's so many textural things to this album that I'm just absolutely loving. I know I haven't really like paid attention to the songwriting that much on this record, but the music is taking me away. It's so good. Let's keep going. We got one more track. It's like 8 minutes. Let's see how we end things off.
Phoenix bound did not rise. Now half the body's paralyzed. There's no one left to criticize. I hope you let it go. I hope you let it go. I hope you let it go. Hope you let it go.
I'm really hoping this track introduces some more instrumental ideas because nothing really has grabbed me so far in terms of the instrumental here. So I hope we get some sort of switch up or just something, some element added to this.
The painted by the statue track. I hope you let it go. The moving train accelerates. It's always fast and always
Okay.
late. Never
Got some subtle like brass going on here, it sounds like. Here we go. Okay. See, this is what I was hoping for, but I think it came a little bit too late. It took long to get here. Yes, okay, this is nice. Cutting everything out here makes it...
The sentencing was overturned. The killer freed the cardigan. I hope you let it go. I hope you let it go. My enemy's invincible. I've had to let it go.
I love the color this section brings to the track with these chords here. It makes everything feel a bit unsettled. And then we come back home to this center kind of bass here. I love how we have that ongoing piano motif, but just kind of putting it over that very distorted and ugly bed of like guitar feedback and distorted bass and stuff. It creates a nice contrast between, again, that kind of just like twinkly little piano melody and that, again, that unsettling bass. Yeah, I think that track is probably going to be a grower. Like, honestly, I enjoyed it towards the end here. I think the full picture kind of came into view. And it was a very subtle build of instrumentation, but I think that subtle change actually works really well, because once you get to the end of it, you don't even like really realize everything that happened, but the song does feel like it went through something, like it evolved towards the end there. It has kind of a hopeful feel with the title, but again, there's something unsettling to it as well. So yeah, that was Only God Was Above Us by Vampire Weekend. I loved it. A couple tracks that I thought were just a little bit underwhelming, but for the most part, I really like how it's a interesting combination of their like classic songwriting style combined with this like advanced modern production, and just the crazy guitar tones. So many interesting musical ideas and textural things going on. Vocally, he's pretty consistent to what he sounds like on the older stuff. I do wish there was a little bit more, just trying a little bit more different things with his vocals. I feel like that could have made some of the weaker tracks stand out. But I guess, I mean, I do love his vocals. Like, I love it on the old albums. I like them here. I just think being a little bit more adventurous on that end could have benefited as well. But this was, I mean, it definitely exceeded my expectations. It's crazy that we're getting, like, these classic, like, alternative indie rock bands of, like, the early 2010s just kind of coming back this year and dropping really solid albums like this and MGMT. Both bands dropped really adventurous and ambitious records that really stand out in terms of just like production and just like the soundscapes in terms of, I guess, indie rock is what you would call this. I am gonna have to listen to this again, of course, to definitely pick up what's going on like thematically here, because the music just took me away to a point where I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics that much. All in all, really enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know any insights you have or anything I missed. Yeah, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, go join the Patreon if you want to see this uncut, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.